Soulmates are almost like mythical creatures. We hear about them in movies or written about in books, but we aren't really sure if they even exist. So today's video, we are going to explore what a soulmate is, why you deserve a soulmate, how to find them, and also where to find them. So like and subscribe and stay tuned. Very importantly, what is a soulmate? Now, according to the Oxford Dictionary, a soulmate is a person ideally suited to another person or a close friend. Basically, a person that you instantly feel a powerful connection with. It might seem a little bit cliche, but a soulmate is often that special person that you lock eyes with across the room and you can't help but feel drawn to them. When you are together, it feels lighter and brighter. They understand you and you understand them. You both connect on another level and you might even think to yourself, wow, I've never felt this way before. So it's very common to feel overwhelmed by your feelings when you meet your soulmate and almost in shock by just how strongly you feel connected to them. But over time, you will understand this is because you are supposed to meet each other. It's often said that every person has one of them, but you can actually have more than one throughout a lifetime. The feeling you get will always be intense though, and yes, it will be just like the movies. You will both be crazy about each other and they will probably be all you think about. So what is a soulmate? It's the person who understands you more than anyone else can, that you have a crazy connection with and makes you feel like they, well, complete you. It is important to note here that a soulmate can just be a very close friend, like your absolute best friend who feels like a long-lost sibling. In this video, though, we are discussing romantic soulmates. Why you deserve a soulmate? Have you been searching for your soulmate for a pretty long time now? I get it, it's exhausting trying to find the person who is the right one for you. Sometimes we even find ourselves in a relationship, but we are scared to be too serious in case our soulmate comes along and we miss out on them. This can lead to us feeling like we don't deserve a soulmate or it's something that happens to other people, just not us, sadly. It's like kind of in a movie when the main character is searching for their soulmate. It's literally all they want, so they go out looking for that person. But they don't realise they're not looking in the right places and they feel a little lost, as if they don't actually have a soulmate at all, or even that they don't deserve one. Every person on the planet deserves to find their soulmate. And how do I know this? Because every person deserves to be happy and also loved. Yep, it really is as simple as that. Before we move on to how to find a soulmate, let's go back to that movie example. How do those movies normally end? Well, it's almost a happy ending with the main character finally finding their soulmate. They just had to start looking in the right place and they turned up. How to find a soulmate? There are things that you need to do before you find them. Some people get lucky and they randomly stumble upon that person that they are going to spend the rest of their lives with, but others have to put in a little bit more work. So let's talk about some simple steps that you need to take so that you can find your soulmate. Firstly, you need to be yourself. Often when we date people, we show them a different side to our true nature, a side that's not really us. Now, this is very natural, and almost every person on the planet has done it. We like to impress people, especially when we are dating, so we try to act how we think they would want us to act. They think that we are very compatible. But this doesn't work when it comes to finding a soulmate, because a soulmate is someone who has similar values and respects us. So if we are acting like, well, someone else, we might miss them. They might not realise that actually we are both very similar. If you find it hard to be yourself, look at your friends and family and ask them what they love about you and then focus on those things about yourself. Another way to find your soulmate is to not seek perfection. We often have this perfect person in our minds. They might look a certain way, act a certain way as well, but then when we meet them, they are nothing like the picture we have painted, so we immediately think, well, that's not my soulmate, I need to retreat. When in fact, it could be. We are not even giving them a chance. So please stop picturing perfection and leave yourself open to whoever comes along. Trust that your soulmate will be perfect for you just the way you are. Changing your surroundings and opening up your mind can help you find that soulmate. That's because they will often come along when you least expect them. Maybe you have always loved the idea of being part of a comic book convention. You've collected comic books literally your entire life and find them to be that nice escapism. Your friends don't understand it and sometimes may call you a nerd, which you laugh off, but actually it kind of low-key hurts. You push yourself out of your comfort zone and attend a comic book convention. While listening to a presentation, you spot someone to who you feel a weird connection with. So you can walk over to them, strike up a conversation, and fast forwards 10 years, they are your partner and the well and true soulmate. If you had not gone to that comic book convention, you would have never met her or him. And changing your surroundings is a great way to possibly find your soulmate. We will touch on this more in the next point though. Find your soulmate using the law of attraction. The law of attraction is based on positive thoughts and believing that like attracts like. This means if you believe in something positive will happen. Have you ever noticed that when you are in a really good mood, everything seems to be going well? But when you are in a bad mood and you are thinking in a negative way, everything just keeps going wrong. Now this is a basic law of attraction. Our thoughts attract what comes our way. So if you want to find your soulmate, you need to start thinking positively and telling yourself, I will find my soulmate and I deserve a soulmate. And you need to keep those thoughts in your mind and then, see what happens. Where to find a soulmate? Now you know how to find a soulmate and some different things that you can do to attract them. Well, the next thing is to know where to actually find them. I mentioned earlier in the video that changing your surroundings is a great way to find that potential soulmate. And this is because changing your surroundings widens the size of the group of people that you meet, which, increases your chances of finding the one. And it's also because if you are changing your surroundings by doing something that you naturally love, the people in those surroundings already have something in common with you. For example, if you decided to join a tennis club, you might meet your soulmate who also loves playing tennis, which can lead to you having more things in common. And it could also be whilst you are travelling to work or whilst you are at work, for example. Look at the people around you. I know I just told you to widen your circle, and I stand by that, but sometimes it also pays to look at the people around you. Your soulmate could be right under your nose, but you just don't know it yet. So look at your friends and work colleagues. Do you share a special connection with any of them, and could it actually be more than a friendship? Is there someone at work that you've always liked but never asked out? Well, take the risk because they could be the one. Sometimes to find your soulmate, you need to believe in fate. Now let me tell you a story. I have a friend who decided to move countries. They travelled to the other side of the world and ended up in a city that they really didn't like. They did, however, feel a pull from another city, and so they packed up their things and they moved once more. After moving, they needed to find a job and started applying all around the city. They thought they might like to work in an office, but saw a job for a shop and, they applied. So my friend went to the interview, and they remember as they were leaving, an old employee walked in, and my friend was told that they would be coming back to work. They did not exchange a look, but my friend remembers it clear as day. Fast forwards to now, and after being friends for a while and realising that they were very similar and shared the same values, they entered into a relationship and quickly realised that they were soulmates. And they both feel as if it was fate that brought them together. So the moral of the story, your soulmate is out there looking for you. You just need to find them. If you think I missed something from today's video, let me know down in the comments. Give me a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing to make my day. But if you want to get your name rolling up next to my face, like these amazing people's names here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar below to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day. See you soon.